Beauty. Greg Miles joining us, and he'll be calling the next race in about 15 minutes. I can tell you that on track, the favourite is Cumbria the Tote for the next at Warrnambool. There's Wagga. It's coming up in about 9 minutes. Armagiggle is the rating special at $1.90. Next best on that page is Pablo Diablo, number 7 at $5.20. And on the second page for the Class 4 over the 1,000, there's only one horse, and it's on screen at big odds. It's race 5 at Warrnambool, due in 14. We're going to Rock Dollars ahead of Navajo Princess at $6.40. And you told us quickly, Gary, you've ridden at the Town Plate meeting in the past.
Yes, look, it's a really big meeting, Andrew, and I was a bit lucky. I went up there. Made him one. I won on the Wagga Cup on LA Bijou.
All right, well, let's see who wins this race.
Gate, or one next to it. A winner goes up. Last in is Armagiggle. They're all set. Thank you, Terry. Welcome back to Wagga. Runners are just about set to go, and Armagiggle at $2.10 is the favourite. Red and white stripes, Dale Spreeks for Ken Callaghan. Navajo Princess off the inside gate, Jim Cassidy for Graham Rogerson. Dancing Joe will go quickly. Thank you, Andrew. Welcome back to you and your viewers to Wagga, to our racing radio listeners. We've got all of our services on board for the third of the day, where Armagiggle's the favourite. There's the red light. Gates are about to spring, racing now. They're away to a pretty fair start, although Eye for Fashion was a little bit slow. Down near the inside, Navajo Princess came out running, and going forward fast, Pablo Diablo. Dancing Joe has burst the ruck and went to the lead at the 800. Back to about fourth was I'm a Winner, followed by Darwinner, Worthy Of, and Wellback Confliction. Eye for Fashion. Armagiggle's up to third. Race past the 600-metre mark, and it's Dancing Joe. With a wing on every hoof, Joe took them into the turn. Armagiggle races second. Navajo Princess on the inside is third. Then I'm a Winner, followed by Darwinner, Worthy Of, Confliction, Eye for Fashion, Pablo Diablo just in behind them at the 300-metre mark, and Dancing Joe still the leader. Armagiggle's out to have a bit of a dip, and I'm a Winner's wider out. Navajo Princess whacking away on the inside. Dancing Joe still got a little kick left, but the pressure is starting to tell. Down near the inside is Darwinner. Navajo Princess is driving through along the inside. It's Darwinner. Darwinner bursts through in the centre, and Darwinner goes home. Wins it from Navajo Princess on the inside. Dancing Joe held on well, held third. In front of, on the outside next, just missing a spot, Armagiggle. They were being followed then by Pablo Diablo. Further back in the race you had Eye for Fashion, Confliction, I'm a Winner, and Worthy Of is the last one home.
Darwinner 5, 3 and 8 over the line. The third race at Wagga. Darwinner getting home there for Ronnie Stewart. 5, 3, 8, as you can see on the bottom of the screen. They are the latest interim totes on that race. Third race, or the fifth race, coming up at Warrnambool in 3 minutes, and they are the latest tote figures. Now, what's happening on track? Elephant Rock's been a bit easy. Value the tote, though, even with it tightening a couple of dollars on the tote. Brodance, value the tote. Cumbria, they've supported it. Little bit of value. It's not a lot between on and off track, but it has had good support. Methodical Boy, the 5. Drifter on track, unders the tote at that quote at $4.20. Crop, unders the tote, it's a drifter. Bullring, drifted out a little bit. Not a lot of comparison between on and off. Culzine and Mr. Jackhammer is...
Well tried. Bullring back into second pick. Methodical Boy's been easy. And there's been support too for Brodance. So, but solid is Cumbria. Either of the two horses that beat him home at last start would be very tough to beat in this race here today. Grundy's Crossing and Stamen beat him there, and the punters have rallied for him. Brad Rawiller on board. Brad's had a good carnival. He's had 2 winners so far. Lights flashing. They're ready at the 1,400 metres. They're off. And Mr. Jackhammer was actually the first out ahead of Calzine and pushing up his Crop along the inside. Now as they settle down, the favourite has gone back to about third or fourth last, Cumbria in the red cap. They settle fully, not a lot of speed about inside the 1,200 metres, and Crop goes through on the inside to lead Mr. Jackhammer. Calzine caught out wide, and Bullring gets right up behind them on the inside rail. A length further back is the favourite Cumbria, followed by Brodance, Elephant Rock, and a length and a half Methodical Boy back last of all. Down the back they go, and the leader is Crop. Into second placing, Bullring can get right through on the inside as they want to stay away from the fence here at the 800. On the outside, Mr. Jackhammer, and Cumbria's improved into 4th place within 2.5 of the leader. Then Elephant Rock, Calzine, Methodical Boy, and Brodance is a length and a half away last at the 600. They're coming towards the turn now, and the leader is Cropwood away from the rail. Out by about 2 lengths here to Bullring. Cumbria runs on. Mr. Jackhammer calls it quits. Elephant Rock and also Methodical Boy making ground. Calzine's dropped out, and Brodance is still last. Crop has a handy lead coming around the turn, about 3 lengths clear. From into second placing now is Cumbria, and Methodical Boy's making up ground under Preble. He's running on down the outside, but Cumbria's about to claim this leader at the 200 metre mark. Crop is headed by Cumbria, and Methodical Boy still more than 2 lengths away. 100 left to go. The favourite looks good. Cumbria drives away from them in the run home, and Cumbria goes on to score by about 3 lengths to Crop. Methodical Boy third, Elephant Rock fourth, and then came Calzine, followed by Bullring, and behind these were Brodance and Mr. Jackhammer. Favourite all too good there, beautifully handled by Brad Rewiller, had the gun run all the way, claimed the lead, and drew away for a very comfortable win. Number 3, Cumbria, ridden by Brad Rewiller for Sue Murphy. So Brad, I think, would now be the leading rider over the carnival. I'm sure no other riders had 3. He had Wild Classic on the first day, Don't Stop earlier this afternoon, or earlier this morning in fact. Second's gone to 7, Crop. Third's number 5, Methodical Boy, who looked some chance at the 250. He just seemed to one bat as the others came clear of him, and Cumbria was certainly all too good. Cumbria well tried in the betting. His last victory, of course, in Adelaide was in the Group 3 Christmas Handicap on Boxing Day, and he's raced in listed events on a few times since then, been placed his last couple, and has gone on with the business end today. Senior rider going on, replacing the apprentice last time out. 3, Cumbria was first, now his 5th win in 22 outings. 7, Crop second, did the work in front, and Methodical Boy running on into 3rd place. 4th home was number 1, Elephant Rock, and 5th in was 9, Calzine.
Okay. We've got some details there as well, with official correct weight on the 3rd, 538, and Ronnie Stewart, the successful jockey, trifecta 642.
Won the year before by 6, so you couldn't rule her right out, but yeah, she's a little bit fat today.
Because the Warrnambool horses are going pretty well this carnival.
Yeah, it's your hometown track. They do a lot of work on the course proper here and that sort of thing, so they do know where the line is, so we'll hope that comes into effect for that.
Colour and excitement of the final day at Warrnambool, and well, the legends, the heroes, they're created here at Warrnambool. We'll look at the Cup shortly. There's the latest market as they're about to move in for the... And Del Vecchio is 690, Diamond Jake at 630, Badgers Wood, the local hope, at 510. Majestic Avenue trying to win its third Warrnambool Cup is at 660. On the second page, the best of those is North Face, coming up off a good running the other day at Flemington, where it ran second, is at $10. And there's a couple more on the last page, Alzheimer and Break the Bank. They're at big odds. An hour away is the Warrnambool Cup for 2004. Ratings, the latest tote figures, 9 minutes away. Prince Billy is at $2.80 ahead of Crimson Sunset at $4.20, and they are the best on page 1. Page 2 for Wagga Race 4. And the best of those would be $18 for Casual Judior, number 12. And is there any more to come on that third page? No, there's not. They're all scratched for the 4th at Wagga. A couple of horses in the mounting yard, but we're going to take it.
I tossed up whether to put it in. You know, people with your multiples, I'd include it. 4 starts for 2 wins.
6, 11, 1 and 2 for race 6 coming up at Warrnambool.
Crimson Sunset, Prince Billy, you're right. Just waiting for the last one to come up, which is going to be Takeover Target. Now they're nearly ready. Starter having a last look at that line. And now he's about to mount the platform and get them away. They're set, Wagga. Another shot on the inside, racing this time, came out fairly quickly, although Brother Snake was slow to get going. And Takeover Target from a wide gate began with blistering speed. Down near the inside, going forward quickly, was Monkey Bone up towards the leaders. Casual Dior is not too far away either when they'd settled down. And neither is McChief, who got to be about fourth. And then another shot. They were being followed by Political Storm, who's whooshing around the outside of runners as they head down towards the 900-metre mark. In behind those horses further back was Prince Billy with Western Springs in that group as well, and they were being followed further back by Devour. Now moving around the outside of them, well back into the field, Sweet and Tidy from King O'Malley as they headed up along the side. The Dan Tree is well back into the field, and as they come around the turn, well back along the inside is Micro Petite. They're all across the track. We're down near the inside. It's Takeover Target who's trying hard to go up and extend. Now Prince Billy is getting into the fight as well, and they were being followed by Sweet and Tidy, who's trying to run on, and just in behind those is Monkey Bone, whilst wider out Crimson Sunset. However, the leader is nicely clear down along the inside. Takeover Target, it's got 4 to 5 lengths and it's stretching right away, going to win easily. Tight for second, Devour might get it. It was being followed by Crimson Sunset. The Dan Tree's there with Western Springs, McChief, Monkey Bone. In behind runners was another shot, Sweet and Tidy, Prince Billy, Casual Dior. Now it was being followed well back into the field was Micro Petite, being followed by King O'Malley. Well back also in the run was Brother Snake, who's finished back near the tail, and another one or two pulling up back near the tail of the field.
Takeover Target there getting home for Jay Ford at 6:10 and 2:30 ahead of Devour and Crimson Sunset. Fourth race at Wagga, 3:13 and 4. As you can see, horses are at the start for the 6th race at Warrnambool. Good support while that race has been on for Beau Gallant, number 1. Good value, the tote at $6.20. Plush Man has been easy, very much unders the tote compared to what they're betting on track at $4.90. And good support for Mel Demure here, number 10, Billy Mitchell. He's got to win a couple of races to get any chance of winning the Mercedes-Benz during the trainers. And this horse has been heavily supported, Mel Demure. $6.80 the tote, good value, Gary.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's, look, it's, as I said before, it hasn't won over the distance, but he'll have it right for this. Like, if they can get this beautiful Mercedes,
yep,
big bonus.
Well, they're chasing it, and this horse tightening the tote, as you can see, $6.80, but it's really offering some good value compared to what they were offering a couple of minutes ago on board.
Trained 2 winners for the carnival. Now here's Miss Gerber coming up. There's a lot of different form lines, a lot of horses resuming who do go well fresh, nearly all of them, and a few that have been tried in the race. Plush Manor's well in the market too. At the acceptance speech, Connections of Reggie said, we've got one later in the day, we think it'll go well too. He was referring to this mare here, Plush Manor, who is resuming from a spell in this race, and she's had 10 Warrnambool starts. She's won 3 and been second on 4 occasions. Back to a class 5 for her. Here's Rare Praise coming in for Christine Pools. She's ready. This is Mel Demure about to come up into the gates now. He's done most of his racing in the metropolitan area. He's really ventured away from the city. Beau Gallant's gone in. That's Devon Dancer ready. Heard earlier that Matthew Williams thinks she'll need the run. Mel Demure comes up now, and Mixed Legend to complete it for race number 6. First leg of the quaddie here. Set to run. Light flashes, they're off now. Run McHale, run, jump well. Mittenmott seemed to go up with the lids a little bit and away quickly. Mel Demure, Paleface Ben wants the lead. Then came just behind those horses getting up on the inside, Miss Juba, and Mixed Legend next out wider from Sir Topaz. As they settle fully, Paleface Ben on the outside and Mel Demure at the 800 share the lead. Going up Plush Manor in the dark green colours wide to get into third, and then Mittenmott, Mixed Legend, Rare Praise, Miss Juba down on the inside in the red sleeves. Devon Dancer following her, and then came Sir Topaz. They're very bunched at the 600. Beau Gallant is well back in company there with well back in the field towards the turn as Run McHale run and lots of swing. So up to the bend now, Mel Demure on the inside and Paleface Ben. They lead out by 2, Miss Juba, Devon Dancer the inside, then Rare Praise, Mittenmott. Plush Manor's dropped off. Beau Gallant pulls right to the outside in the straight though. Paleface Ben and Mel Demure. They've been having a great battle at the 200. They're still 3 lengths in front of Rare Praise, Miss Juba, and then Beau Gallant, who's wanting to lay in. Pale Face Ben at the 100-metre mark. He's all over the track. The riders just got him in front of Mel Demur. Flying from the rear, Beau Gallant, but Pale Face Ben gets in. Pale Face Ben has won it. Photo for the miners. Beau Gallant's flashed home. Mel Demur battled away, and lots of swing came down the outside with Beau Gallant. We'll leave that for the judge. Then Sir Topaz, Mixed Legend, Plush Manor, followed by Rare Praise, Miss Juba, Mitten Mott, and then Devon Dancer and Run McHale Run last in. Pale Face Ben has got the money, $10.80 and $3.40, number 13 taking it out. And a pickup ride for Ben Mellum. He couldn't do a lot on this horse. He wanted to hang in the straight, and he was worried about hampering Mel Demur, but he's been able to keep it going sufficiently well. Third riding change it was too. Michael Guthrie was originally down for it. Jason Benbow picked up the replacement but fell ill, and Ben Mellum at third choice on the day has picked up the winning ride. She had the pace all of the way with Mel Demur and found just enough in the run home under some difficulties in the run. Now, second placing is a photo finish. Beau Gallant, who also wanted to lay in the straight, has flashed home. It looks like it'll get the second. Just waiting for the judge to semaphore that. Here it is, 1 is second and 10 is third. Mel Demur just holding on. So fourth went to number 2, Lots of Swing. Officially 13, 1, 10, 2, and the fifth place went to Sir Topaz. Tried a few. Plush Manor did some work wide early, and she was a beaten conveyance at the home turn, and Miss Juba was up on the pace all of the way, but perhaps just couldn't work into the right part of the track, and she struggled to finish the race off. And victory there going to Paleface Ben. Blinkers back on. Stephen Theodore, that's his second win for the carnival here. And Paleface Ben did run very well last time out at Maui, and the blinkers going on has done the trick. 13, 1, 10. Official. Divvies are 10.80, 3.40, 2.60 second, 1.93rd. Quinella paid 45.50. The exacta 98.50. Trifecta $517.80, and the running double $45.40 on 3 and 13. Margins not through as yet. Righto, we're down to the big stuff now. Next on the card, the Warrnambool Cup. 6, 9, 19 and 20 come out. Claire Lindop is the rider for number 18. Break the Bank for race number 7 on the program. The Cup at 2:35.
Here's Mark.
Well, Brady, you're having your first ride in the Warrnambool Cup today. It must be a great thrill for you. You're riding Just Apart. How do you think it'll go?
Yeah, he's a nice ride. Very consistent. Ran a nice race in the Hamilton Cup last start.
Yeah, but the second last start, tell us about the run.
We drew a wide barrier as we have today. The main aim in that cup was to get cover and get him to settle, and he ended up getting across and getting in a lovely position just in behind the leads with a bit of cover. Coming into the turn, he travelled really well and hit the front at the top of the straight, and really kept grinding away well to the line. It was just that the other horse had to sit on us and was able to outsprint us in the straight. But today, I think a little bit further will suit him, and if we get a nice run just behind him, he should be hard to beat, I think.
Where do you hope to settle in the run?
There is a lot of speed from the outside of us, so hopefully if we can just get midfield, a bit of cover would be nice.
The track seems to be, you can run on, so barrier 15 might not be much of a problem today.
I don't think so, as I said.
Comes in a few barriers.
He does, yeah, as I said, there's a bit of speed outside, and when they'll go across and hopefully give us a nice, card into it and get to the outside and hopefully finish off well.
Well, good luck, Brady, with your ride in the Cup, Just Apart.
Thank you.
Darren Weir and Brady Cross hoping in 22 minutes or so that they can take the Savings and Loans Credit Union Warrnambool Cup. The latest market on screen, and as I can tell you, the market's opened up. Now, we've got a second call coming through. Badgers Wood's a little bit easy at this point. Diamond Jake's been easy. Now, what would be favourite now? The favourite would be Del Vecchio. Or no, Badgers Wood. Badgers Wood, just as another update comes through. It's the favourite just ahead of Del Vecchio, and we're 22 minutes away from the Cup. 17 minutes away from the next race at Wagga on Town Plate Day there, and here come the Sky ratings. Numbers 2 and 12 are equal, Flying Tiger and Harpooner, and then you go to Puccini and Most Wanted. The latest tote figures for Wagga race 5 and 16, and it shows Most Wanted at 5.30, big value on Super Tab, also Flying Tiger. Ain't No Poets, Piracy and Puccini at 5.40. Is the second pick on page 1. This race over 2,000 metres. Harpooner for Simon Miller is at $8. For race 5 at Wagga over 2,000 metres due. To you by SEW Eurodrive. On track, Del Vecchio is now favourite. It's had support, and there it is on screen, Gary, as we start looking at them in the Cup. Number 1.
Yes, he'll run really well. He's drawn lovely in 2, should get a beautiful run, and he doesn't mind this dead track. He sort of thrives on it.
All right, that's number 1. 2 is Riley Redwing, named after a car, comes from Tasmania for trainer Royston Carr.
That's right, yeah, all the way from Elwick. Well, there he is on screen. Can't fault this horse. Got pretty good form, 4th at Caulfield, then he was a nice winner at Flemington.
Okay, the 3 is Diamond Jake. It's been easy on track. Unders the tote at the moment at $6.40.
Well, look, I really like this horse, Andrew, and he ran 4th at Caulfield as Scrumbeter, but the start before that, he beat home Wild Classic. Wild Classic since then has won at Caulfield. Then we saw him win yesterday, or on Tuesday, with 60 kilos on his back. Got a good chance.
Number 4, the You Little Beaut for Lindsay Park's team. Its value on the tote massive at about $37 odd, and it's regarded one of the outsiders.
Yes, well, it ran at Oakbank, then it ran at Moonee Valley, ran about 2.5 lengths behind Spedanza, and I just can't have it at the moment, Andrew.
Badgers would. They'd pull down the new grandstand. Fair dinkum if this wins the local.
Yeah, definitely, and you can't fault the way it looks in the yard. Second at Sandown, then it won the Hamilton Cup, fought them all off in the straight, done a treat, and he's a very good horse and holds his form well, Andrew.
All right, there it is on screen after winning the Hamilton Cup. The 6 is out, 7 just apart, ran second to Badgers Wood in the Hamilton Cup. It's just the part. We're just seeing if it's in the mounting yard at this point. Number 7, not at this stage, so we're looking for maybe the 8, Majestic Avenue, a horse that won the Cup in 2000, then again in 2002. And it's back again, carrying 54. There it is for Tony Noonan.
Yes, well, he's just coming up the race now. He'll be in the yard in a minute. Look, this horse's runs have been pretty good. I'd say as good as his form when he did win those Cups, Andrew.
Okay.
And, his last start, he was second to Irish Crusader at Flemington. Yes, he looks okay. He's just coming in the yard right now as we're talking. He looks okay.
Would be unique. Brett Preble Road, Majestic Avenue, won its first Cup in 2000. It won it in 2002. Can it win it again in 2004, number 8? 9 is out. Now, inquiring whether Let's Get Pickled is here for Dean Yendall and Barbara Marshman. There it is on screen.
Yes, well, he was only 8th in the Hamilton Cup. He looks all right, but, he's drawn out in 20. You need a lot of bit of luck from out there because you've only got a short run and you're on that big bend, and if you don't get over, you're working the whole way on the race, Andrew.
Spoke earlier with Paul Richards and Bill Nolan about Spedanza. It's drifted out to double figure odds on track number 11. At the moment, about $13.
Yes, well, on the wet track, he goes all right. He's had 10 goes for 4 wins. He did win nicely at Moonee Valley, but this class is a lot more than what he meant there.
Another locally trained horse, though, number 11, Spedanza. Michael Moroney has sent down Millzeal, number 12. It's one of the outsiders in the race.
Yes, look, the horse looks all right, but more Michael Moroney's horses do look okay. But I think it's been struggling a bit on form, Andrew.
Monda Special went around in a 2,040-metre race at Moonee Valley last time. At the moment, it's $40 odd.
Yes, another one that settled up all right in the mounting yard. Ran second at Moonee Valley, but...
one of the roughies.
One of the roughies, yeah.
Now, North Face, it was pretty good last start. It's been a fraction easy, but it's showing some very good value on the tote at the moment, North Face, at $8.90.
Yeah, very good run in the St Ledger. Chased home Desert Clearance, beaten 2.5 lengths.
This could be the bowl out, this one, North Face.
Well, that's right, and the injuries into Stephen King's come down to ride it. It's drawn out in 17, another one that, will need a little bit of luck.
15 Stealth Night, another one of the locally trained by Jared McLean.
Yeah, well, it ran second in the Store Cup, then it only ran 11th at Hamilton, beaten 5.6 lengths. I'd say, rough chance.
Alrighty, at the moment, Stealth Night, yeah, and so too Thunderheart. This horse could be the leader in the race for Matthew Williams.
Yes, I'd say it'd lead for sure. We saw it win the Yarragon Cup. Gee, it jumped and led that day, and it was out by 5 or 6 lengths and just held on. But this journey might just find it out to 2,350 metres.
All right, now Alzheimer goes around. It went around in the Hamilton Cup last time, got held up at a vital stage. At the moment, it's about, looking at it, $52.
Yeah, and really it doesn't deserve to be $52 on that run at Hamilton. It's only beaten 2 lengths and didn't get a clear run at them. If you like your multiples, you could throw it in.
Yep, and the last one is Break the Bank, number 18 for Monica Sid.
Yes, well, it ran 5th at Hamilton, 4th in the Store Cup. It's been round about it, but it's another one, I think, just a roughie, I think, Andrew.
Okay, and let's see if the 7's in the yard, just the part. It's double figure odds, value on the tote at the moment at $15.
Yeah, it looks terrific. It's now this horse won at Ballarat, then it won the Store Cup, then it was narrowly beaten in the Hamilton Cup, and it's in not bad on weights, 54 kilos. Drawn 15, another one. You just got to get that little bit of luck from that barrier, Andrew.
Go and study them a little bit closer. We'll get your late mail shortly.
Good as gold.
That's the run through from the mounting yard. Our pictures from Sports Colour. Great job, guys. And our coverage for SEW Euro Drive. There's the latest market. Del Vecchio's the favourite on track. It's had support. Diamond Jake's been a little bit easy as you look at Rockhampton. I'll just tell you here, Warrnambool, Diamond Jake's been easy, unders the and of course horses going out onto the track for the Cup here at Warrnambool. Wagga's due in a minute. There's the latest tote figures on screen. Pacini at 460, number 7 is the tote favourite on that page as the first couple of horses move in. The second page in this wide open betting race is Hapuna, eased out, $9.30.
Now, Mr. Vaughan, his light's already switched to red. They do stand well, and the gates crash back to release them to a lovely start. Hasselbank off the outside gate was away okay, and going fast in the early stages, Piracy, Hasselbank and Pacini down nearer the rail. They were being followed when they'd settled down then by Ain't No Poet, and going up in front of it, Southern Cloud. Most wanted the top weight is getting back along the inside, being followed by Two Smoking Barrels, and then on the outside of those was Desert Power. Further back in the field as they run around that turn and move out to the back section was Soda Water, who's in fact it's gone up to second. Soda Water. Harpoon is back to second last, and Flying Tiger is back near the tail. They're running out towards the 1400 metre mark, and it's Piracy. The locally trained galloper in front shows 4 lengths to Soda Water racing second. Hasselbank's pulling a little bit, and Desert Power's whooshing around the outside to put a bit of mid-race pace on. Desert Power to second, Soda Water third now. Hasselbank is just over racing a shade fourth, settling better, and then Pacini followed by Most Wanted, Southern Cloud. Ain't No Poets over along the inside of Two Smoking Barrels, and then Flying Tiger, and Harpooners last of all, 1,000 to run, and Mick Travers has Piracy, the local, in front, heading up towards the turn at the 900, about a length and a quarter. Desert Power second, Soda Water third. Most Wanted's on the move now for Cassidy around the outside, but 3 wide. In the middle, the big fellow from Wattabadgery, Hasselbank, and then Pacini. Further back, Southern Cloud with Ain't No Poet, then Two Smoking Barrels. Well back was Flying Tiger, and Harpooners last of all. They're 600 out, and he's quickening up again on Piracy, trying to sneak a little break into the lane. In front by 2 lengths. Soda Water's under pressure. So too was Desert Power, and so too Most Wanted. Now Hasselbank, the big fellow, getting into the ruck, is starting to come clear. And down the outside, you've got Southern Cloud with Ain't No Poet. Piracy led them at the distance. He's done all the work. Can he see it out? In second placing, Pacini's coming home out wide now. Over near the inside is Desert Power. Piracy still the leader. He might have them beaten. Pacini's coming late, however. Pacini's coming at Piracy. Piracy's holding on. Pacini's not going to pick him up, and Piracy all of the way. He robbed it. Piracy won it. Pacini second. Soda Water third. They were being followed in by Hapuna, and then Desert Power. Ain't No Poet. Southern Cloud. Flying Tiger. Further back in the field was Hasselbank from Most Wanted, and Two Smoking Barrels filed to fire and is finished at the tail of the field.
Michael Travers steering Piracy to success there. It's done it pretty well in the end. 760 and 220 ahead of Pacini and Soda Water. Massive crowd, and they are waiting for the start of the Warrnambool Cup for 2004. Will it be a local, or could it be Majestic Avenue again, and that dream for the connections of the horse? There is the latest tote figures on screen. I can tell you Del Vecchio is the favourite on track, still offering value as the first horses move in. Badger's Wood's been easy at 640 on the tote, very even on and off track. Majestic Avenue's a drifter, unders the tote at 860 compared to what they're betting on track.